Hello there, Aries. Welcome to your monthly tarot reading for the month of September. So, for the theme, what you are going through right now has a higher divine purpose. Please take note that this is actually a general reading, so some of it may not resonate to all, but you can still take what you can from this reading. All right. So I hope you would also visit my website, shadepearl.net, to get my reading. So, yep. Anyway, let's start first with your career and finance reading. So, for the very first reading, um, that would be um, the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups, this represent your current self right now, and it says that you are returning to your previous work, and also you are not you are trying your best not to repeat your past mistakes, and you are learning your career lessons. And then also, financially, this card means that there is a chance that you could be going back to your roots, not necessarily back to your parents, but for some of you, you might be going back to see your parents, something like that. And you might have financial gifts from your family that could be your parents, or it could be also something related to um, getting some sort of an inheritance. So you are going to have some uh, financial blessings. So anyway, for the second card, that would be your obstacle card. That is the High Priestess. So when this card appears, it means education, creative inspiration. Um, as you can see, your obstacle is that somehow you are not trying to open up yourself for more improvements because you somewhat believe that you already know everything. But it would be best to accept help from a certain mentor, and also somehow another obstacles is that destiny itself is giving you some signs or signals or some red flags to you for you to watch, but you are somewhat ignoring it for the moment. Another obstacle is that you are having a hard time keeping your financial situation private. It's just that a lot of people will try to pry on your financial situation, but never share so much about what's going on. Because, like, say, for example, if you have some great ideas over a plan or something like that, do not try to share it because they might try to steal the idea also. Right, so that is your obstacle card. All right, so for the very next card, that is the Queen of Wands. This is your conscious self, or the things that are influencing you, as well as the people who are around you that's having a great influence on your current situation right now. So for your career, you lack the motivation to actually move further. You feel like you are being stuck and your creative ideas are being blocked on purpose by some of your jealous and really selfish colleagues, and they try to hold you back. And also, this card represents a bad financial decision and overspending, and also somehow you are trying to prioritize your own financial needs for now, and others see you as being greedy or something like that because you're not really sharing so much. But in reality, they are thinking that, oh, you have quite a lot, but not really. So that's why you are trying your best to really hold back with your finances, but they somehow um they say it in a negative way. So you will be investing on some material things, like let's say you're trying to buy something that can make you happy, or you're trying to start a project, but then others see it as being wasteful, so you're being judged unfairly in this card. So for the next card, that is actually your subconscious card. So there, that is the nine of sword. So this is actually, I would say, one of the saddest card in the tarot. So in your career, it means anxiety and paranoia, being caused by the stress from your work, and you're trying so hard to cope up with the stress from your work, and you tried to entertain yourself by overspending on unnecessary things, but people did not understand that you were just trying to make yourself feel a little bit better, and somehow considering that the priestess is actually your obstacle card, somehow you are starting to feel um, the red flags or the signals that is being thrown at you, that somehow there is some sort of betrayal from your career, from your workplace. You feel betrayed and others are trying to hold you back. And also subconsciously you are aware that you could be financially in trouble, and that you have all these all consuming worries of your finances because you're having a hard time. You're somewhat, you feel overburdened because you're not just taking care of your own personal finances but also other people, and that's quite stressful, and others are trying to get more money from you. It could be like someone from your past relationship trying to get your money if you're someone going through a divorce. This is it. And somehow you are so much worried because you want to, as much as you want, you really want to leave something for yourself, for your future, but you feel like other people around you are somewhat draining you financially also. So for the very next card is the Queen of Sword. So for the Queen of Sword, let me throw in, there it is. So this is actually your past card. And in your past card, the Queen of Swords shows that you were able to gain a lot of respect in your own field because you are someone who is very wise in guiding other people. You've been such a great leader, and you are able to give criticisms constructively, and you are able to help a lot of people through your guidance. And also the Queen of Swords represent someone, a woman in your life. It could be your lover, or it could be a mentor, and also it could be your partner, or someone you are in a relationship with, who is really very, very, very good in advising you with your life. And so for the next card, that would be the Hierophant card. And the Hierophant card, this is actually on reverse. So, all right. So right now, in your workplace, there's a lot of peer pressure, and you feel stifled, and also there's too much bureaucracy or too much red tapes in your workplace, and you don't like how things are moving so very slow, and then a lot of peers are trying to influence you, um, and trying to lead you to the very wrong direction, so don't allow them to do that to you. All right, so for the very next card, this is now your attitude towards the whole thing. So it shows the Queen of Cups. Wow. Oh, also financially, the Hierophant in reverse. Sorry, I forgot to mention this one. There. So this is the Hierophant in reverse. Sorry, I forgot to throw in the card. Um, This this card here, it also means new financial institutions and taking risks with finances. So, all right. So before you try to make some financial decisions over some new investments or business ventures, I would suggest consulting first with the Queen of Swords or your mentor. It could be your mother or a very prominent woman in your life was very insightful. So before you make that decision, that's what you need. And yep, path. Then all right. So the next card is the Queen of Cups on reverse. Wow. All right, so for this particular card, it means you're feeling emotionally exhausted from your work, and you seem to be neglecting your own emotional health for your job. Um, okay, so you are I mean, as an Aries, you're the type of person who would always take the lead, and also if should go the wrong way, you're the type of person who would take accountability, but then um, somehow you feel like you're being also blamed for things that are not exactly your fault, and then your job is very demanding mentally and physically, and then also you're trying to take your mind off from your troubles from your personal life, so you are somewhat focusing on your job right now, but unfortunately, it's making you emotionally exhausting. So try to cut back on your work because your emotional health, your mental health. If you're going through some depression, that is something very serious. That's something very important that you need to consider. And then when regards to your finances, you are being too generous. It's as if on this pandemic time, a lot of people would try to ask help from you, and you are also the type of person that most people would go to and approach for financial help, but then you are being overly generous, and somehow you fail to leave something for yourself also, and also then it also means neglecting your own financial health for others. So don't forget yourself, put yourself first in this situation, especially in your finances. So for the next card, it's the Three of Pentacles on reverse. Wow. All right, so um, the past few weeks or the past few months, things were pretty hard in you financially because it says here that you're being overly generous, but also at the same time, people are trying to take advantage of you financially, and they're trying to take so much more from you, more than they should. And if you're someone who went through a divorce or something like that, they're trying to get as much money from you, which is actually not fair on your part. And then this card also refers to stress and frustrations amongst your colleagues, and also it refers to office politics. Wow. So, you're trying to aim for a certain promotion, but then you also feel so betrayed because there were people that you thought would actually put in some good words about you and would actually try to promote you because, of course, it's something that you actually deserve also. But unfortunately, they actually feel jealous towards you, that in the end they tried to discredit you. And so that's office politics that is very toxic. And then financially, you it also means avoiding learning about finances. Okay, so you you're trying to avoid learning about how to invest your money, maybe because you have too much financial needs. A lot of people are depending on you so much financially, and so that restrains you from having the kind of financial freedom that you're trying to have. Right? So, yeah, so try to learn some new forms of investments, and try to learn also some new ways to earn more. For the next card, okay, so this is the one that, sorry, I forgot to throw in the Three of Pentacles card. All right, so the next card is the Moon. This Moon card, um, it refers to clarity at work regarding the sabotage that other people are trying to do towards you, and then it also refers to deception and trickery at your workplace. So, it turns out that the reason why people are trying to pull you down, it's because they are interested on the career that you have, or they are also interested in your promotion. They don't want you to get promoted because they want it to be them instead of you. So, yeah, other people are trying to use certain means of getting ahead by trying to mess up others. But don't worry, because um, in the end, you'll be able to get through this. Actually, you're reading right now regarding your career and finance. It's a little bit dark and a little bit worrisome, but don't worry, because you have the priestess and the queen of swords. So that means that you actually have a certain mentor in your workplace that has always been on your side, and somehow you feel shy approaching that person because you feel like in the past you've already asked far too much from that person. But you know what, to be honest, I would suggest trying to approach that person again, because you can't really win this on your own. You need the Queen of Swords here. So allow others to defend you and fight for you, especially your previous mentors. Try to ask if you're aiming for a promotion or something like that. Try to talk to them to put in the good word for you and use them as your reference. And be very careful with who you trust. All right. So also, um, with your finances, if you're someone who went through a divorce, this person is trying to be very deceptive and trying to get more money out of you. That's what that means. And also, don't worry about this, because soon, seeing the good thing is this card is on reverse. So that means that all those co-workers are trying to use deceptive moves and trickery. They will be found out eventually. But you need the Queen of Swords. That Queen of Swords is someone who will actually save you. You can't do this on your own. And okay, for your next card, that's the conclusion card for your career. Perfect. Okay, so the good thing is that this card is on reverse because in the past there's too much politics, too much competition in your work, and then you have to make a lot of compromises, and others are trying to sabotage your promotion. They don't want you getting ahead. But don't worry because financially, this card signals that soon, this coming September, um, you will eventually find relief and the loosening of financial tensions. That means that if you're trying to aim for a promotion, for as long as you're able to make use of your network or your mentors to actually help you, if you're able to use them wisely, it's okay to actually approach these people and ask them for help. There's nothing wrong with that. Trust me, they would willingly want to help you because, in so many ways, they're able to also help you, and that for them, you getting your promotion or you getting ahead in life, it also benefits them in so many ways. All right, so that's the end of your career and financial reading. Now let's move to your love reading. Okay, so for the first card, that is, wow, the same card show is the Six of Cups. So, wow, all right. Right now you are trying to find some healing from your breakup, and you have the desire to reconnect with an ex. It's actually someone who has a very strong connection with you from your past, and you're trying to relive your happy memories with that ex of yours. This ex refers not to for those who are divorced. This is not the one that you're divorcing, but rather it refers to the one that got away. Because that one was actually your fault in the first place. You chose someone else over that person, but you didn't even realize that, whoa, you're choosing the wrong person because that person was supposed to be the right one for you. That one was some sort of a soulmate, supposedly. All right, so there is a chance that you can actually reconnect with them. Though you are somewhat afraid of doing that because you're thinking maybe they won't really open up so much because you've hurt them in the past. But don't worry because this soulmate of yours, you may not be aware, but they already found their healing, and that it's possible that they're also trying to reconnect with you and they also feel shy. So both you and that soulmate of yours are actually feeling shy. And I hope you will be the one to take the lead in finding that healing, though. So, yeah, you are actually missing this person so much. And if you ever try to get back with this person, you will have a lot of abundance and security with your love life. All right. So, for your obstacle card, that is the four of Pentacles. Okay, let me throw in the card there. There it is. The Four of Pentacles. In love, it means overcoming jealousy. So, wow. So, if you're someone, okay, so right now what you're trying to do is you're trying to spy on your ex. You're trying to find out how they are, and you're trying to watch them from afar. And somehow you feel a bit jealous because you feel like, oh my God, Did this person already moved on or not? And then also release from past lovers. All right. So this. Oh, okay. So um it's a good well anyway this four of pentacles is actually on reverse, so since this is on the position of an obstacle card, so you're trying so hard to break free from a certain past lover. So if you're someone who went through a divorce or something like that, ah they're trying to hold you back so much financially. um it's so sad because they're trying to hack you on your financial side. But anyway, that is what you're trying to do right now, trying to break free from your past lover who hurt you so much, not just emotionally, but also hurt you in your pockets. All right. So for the next card, all right, that would be the Hermit on reverse. This card is your influence card. So, wow, okay. So, all right, so you are actually, I mean, the past few months, even for some of you who are in a relationship right now, somehow though you have a partner, you feel all alone. You don't feel like you have anybody at all, even though the person is just right next to you. It's because you're having some sort of a disconnect. And it also means romantic rejection. All right, so this is maybe the reason why you're trying to hold yourself back from reconnecting with your ex, because you're afraid of being rejected. But you know what? You shouldn't be afraid, because who knows? This person is actually missing you. This card also shows how lonely you feel. And then you're afraid that this person might not feel the same way anymore, because they might try to be, I mean, due to the time that you're not speaking to them, it's possible that you're feeling kind of distant towards them. So yeah, but don't worry. The good thing is that it's on reverse. That means it is possible that you will find the courage to actually finally reconnect with your ex. And once you do, you will be surprised, because this person loves you so much and has a lot to offer, really. Wow. Okay, your next card. Okay, this is the Ten of Swords. This card might be one of the very worst cards in the tarot, because, well, it actually refers to betrayal. But the good thing is that this betrayal, you are passed through it, and then this person really betrayed you real hard. And to think that you let go of your soulmate from your past, because you chose this person over that other person because you feel so attracted, but then it turns out that this person had other very wrong kinds of motives and could not be trusted, and this person cheated on you. Wow. But the good thing is that this is on reverse, and you are trying so hard to actually heal from that one. And then you're trying, and for those people who are still being held back from their past relationship, for some of you Aries, you're trying so hard to put your relationship back together. Wow. So you actually have the desire to reconnect with a soulmate. Um, hopefully you will be successful in opening up to them, so don't be afraid. Ah, okay. So for this past card, the good thing is that this card is already in the past, and that it's on reverse. This refers to a past relationship wherein this person was being deceptive towards you because they're trying to put a blindfold. You were completely fooled by this person because this person was wearing a very pretty mask, and you thought that, oh, this partner is the best partner you can have. But then in the end, this person betrayed you. But then you feel trapped in that relationship because, of course, you left someone for this person, and then you feel you want, you're trying so hard to make it work because somehow you don't want to have another failed relationship because you feel like this is already affecting you emotionally. So I guess that card reading that show, I mean, a while ago with your finance and career reading. So this is actually where the emotional drain is coming from, or emotional stress. It's actually you're being trapped in that relationship. But the good thing is that this is already in the past, and that you now have a clear picture of that person. So the mask completely was taken off, and because you find out finally about the deception and all that, you are finally releasing yourself from that past. For the next card, oh wow. Okay. So the very most okay, so this card also, it actually refers to having okay, for some of you Aries, some of you are having a hard time whether, I mean, you're having a hard time choosing whether to leave that current person right now who's very toxic, who tried to trap you and was actually being deceptive and has been betraying you behind your back and was cheating on you without you even knowing. And this person, it refers to a particular lover that you have. This person is quite selfish when with regards to your time. They want all of your attention, and that, like, say for example, if you're someone, and also for those Aries who's actually divorced and have kids, this person is trying to make you choose between them. It's either her or him, or your kids or your family, something like that. This person is trying to isolate you from your friends, even. It's like they want you all to yourself. And to be honest, that is actually quite a very immature kind of love. You really care about this person. You even leave this person, I mean, you even left someone from your past or your soulmate for this person. And yet here it is. You feel suffocated. And also, this card shows that you're afraid of living because this person is trying to emotionally blackmail you. Like, say for example, oh, I'm gonna hurt myself if you're going to leave me. Things like that. And also behind you, um, that is something what you're afraid of. You're afraid of leaving this person because, well, it's another failed relationship, and you're afraid of trying to find another new love. But don't worry, because the right person will really come along for you eventually. So don't be afraid. The next card is your attitude towards the whole thing. Okay, so this card, it shows, it means careful and considerate with love, being patient with love or lover. Okay, so as you can see, um, temperance means your patience is really being tested, and it is a time. September will be a time for you to completely weigh in on how you really feel, because there's someone from your past who happens to have a very strong connection with you, And no matter how far this person is, and no matter how long you haven't seen this person, you actually still love this person. And then you're trying to weigh in on how you really feel to leave the person who's being very toxic, who's quite selfish, especially with your time, who's trying to make you choose between your, but in the end, you know deep down that you need to really break free. And if you're someone who is still having a hard time, leaving this very toxic relationship, it might be about time to actually leave. Do your best. You're actually trying so hard to make things work that isn't working anymore. But it might not be meant to be after all. Okay, so this also shows your patience towards the very over demanding toxic lover that you have. But boy, you really miss that person who loves you so much. Somehow you are aware that that other person from your past, whom you have a strong connection with, um, you still love them very much and you still very much think of them. You have a strong hold of you. I hope you choose that person though eventually. Okay, so for the next card, hmm, this refers to the environment that you're going to be in on September. Um, wow. Okay, so the King of Swords, it refers to having a high standard for love. So also it means you have a very controlled kind of emotions. So people around you are quite demanding regarding your emotions. They want your attention. You feel torn apart right now because your family, your lover, there's they seem to really pull you apart. But of course, I mean, your family is your family and your friends are your friends. And for me to be in a healthy relationship, if that lover of yours truly loves you, I hope they would try to understand also that you also need your friends, you also need your family. You should not allow them to emotionally blackmail you. So you actually have a very high standard for love, and yeah, so for the next one, wow. Okay, it's actually the Ten of Wands. Ooh, okay. You're feeling a very heavy burden for your current love, who's very toxic. And love creates a lot of responsibility, and stress creates issues in your relationship. So, okay, so we were talking about your lover who's very demanding about your time, but then this person is also holding you back from advancing in your career. Actually, a lot of opportunities. Somehow, this lover of yours, um, let's just say she's the type of person who's making I mean she's so demanding that it takes a lot to please her. It's like nothing is ever enough, nothing is ever good enough. So that's quite toxic actually. So the next one is the Knight of Wands. This is your conclusion for your love reading. So it means that you will find the courage to make a very difficult decision. Somehow, this lover that you have was very toxic. You were actually, I mean, it's like this is someone you just met, and then somehow things move too fast. in this relationship, that you moved in that fast without even fully knowing the person, and then suddenly you are uncovering far too many things and you didn't like it, and you find out about some betrayal. This person could be talking to a previous lover behind your back. Okay, so and also, right now, if ever you will be able to successfully move on from this very toxic love, if you choose to break free, you can actually break free. Don't worry. You will finally find the courage to make the decision. And remember the Temperance card. You are weighing in. And I think this coming September, you will finally make the final decision whether to reconnect with the next who's always been your dream to be with. And you actually miss this lover of yours. Okay, so that's the end of your love reading. The next one is for your advice reading. So the very first advice card is the thankfulness card on reverse. Wow. So we've mentioned a while ago that you've been helping a lot of people financially, but somewhat you feel that they're not being grateful. And even for and for those people who might have been going through a divorce or something like that, you've already given far more than you should, and still they're expecting more. So you feel like they're being ungrateful. So the next one is love from your parents on reverse. So since this card is on reverse, it means that this coming September, you will try your best to heal from your difficulties with your relationship from your parents. So yeah, so there was actually someone you like, or someone you are in a relationship with, and somehow your relationship with your parents got strained because somehow they see right through this person as being toxic, and somehow they're trying to warn you about it. And so all right, so that's actually you having some misunderstandings with your parents. And also, like, say, for example, for some of you right now, um, in your relationship with your parents, you feel like they tend to favor another sibling of yours instead of you. But in reality, your parents actually love you more than you'll ever know. But you just don't feel it because you feel like they're favoring your other sibling, or for some of you, for those who have siblings, right? So, yeah, but your parents truly love you. Um, Next is wow. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Remember the temperance card? So this September, you will finally find the courage whether to still stay in that very toxic relationship, or you will finally find the courage to reconnect and choose that soulmate of yours. So it says here that it's time to clearly make a decision about what you really want. And also, especially with your career, um, there will be new opportunities coming. So behind this unicorn, you will see another unicorn with a light shining on. It actually refers to new opportunities coming in, but be very quick in making the right decisions, because you don't really want to miss that opportunity. Okay, so next one. So we will now move into the love advice. So this is now this card is now the romance angels card there. So all right, let's start. The very first card is codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. What are you addicted in? I hope you're not addicted. I hope you're not some sort of a sex addict, okay? Because so remember that very toxic partner that you have. What attracted you with it to this person is the passion. The sex was amazing. So that's why somehow things move too fast, and that sexual part is what's blinding you. And then you don't even know that this person is being dishonest with you and is deceiving you. So the good thing is that this card is on reverse. It means that you are trying to find healing. Okay? That person actually have vices. It could be uh, shopping. That other person might be a shopaholic or something like that. Uh, yeah, you're trying to heal. You're trying to break away from this codependency. So you have a chance to break away from the toxicity from that relationship. And in the first place, your parents are really against this relationship because they see that it's not really good for you. For the next card, ooh, is the children card. Your love life is being affected by children. So, for those of you who already have kids, and if you went through a divorce or separation, these children, since this card is on reverse, it means that if you have kids or your other partner have kids, it will create a lot of friction. So, say for example, it's also for those other Aries out there who might be trying to conceive, you're having a hard time conceiving. And so this person is feeling jealous over your kids and your ex who have kids with you. And this might become a very big problem and burden because this partner might try to demand more time. And you having every time you try to spend time with your own kids, for example, they're being jealous or something like that. So yeah, children causing friction within your relationship. For the next card, wow, heart-to-heart conversation on reverse. Hey, so since this is on reverse, it means that you're having a hard time reaching out to your toxic partner. You tried to talk to them and try to sort things out, but somehow they're not really hearing you out. They're being close-minded, so it's hard to break through that. And also, another meaning of this is that you have this great desire to actually reach out to an ex-lover of yours, someone who happens to be you feel like that person that got away might be the right soulmate for you, but you're desiring to have a heart-to-heart conversation with that ex of yours or with your soulmate because you are now seeing that damn, you miss so much from that partner. Yeah. And it's sad because that ex of yours truly loved you and they probably still do. Okay, your next card. Okay, we will now move on to your spiritual card advice. Um, the very first card is prioritize card. So the Archangel Metatron is asking you to focus on your highest priorities. And it says that I will help you get organized and get motivated. So this angel is holding out a blessing for you. A great opportunity is coming in. But once you grab that opportunity, you should not let it go. You need to decide real fast this coming September. New doors of opportunities will come in. Wow, that's great. But you need to learn to prioritize what's really important. So it's your your love reading. And also, this card refers to the toxic environment that you have, that you will have the opportunity to leave it behind you, and there will be new offers. So if you can, grab it, really, because it will. But then, you need to right now in your life, you need to prioritize what's most important. It could be your career also, and your family and your kids if you have kids. So if as a very toxic if you're in a toxic relationship and that person is having a hard time understanding the need to also spend time with your kids or something like that, if they could not really understand that, it's best to let it go. Don't worry about love, because you will actually find um another love. Yeah. So next card is Divine Order. Wow. The Divine Order card. Let me there. Let me just throw that in. So Archangel Raquel. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. So, you seeing all the toxicity with your last lover, something like that, and somehow you having the difficulty connecting with that current lover. Uh, Eventually things will go crashing down. It's not gonna work. You will just keep on fighting because you tried to have a heart-to-heart talk with that person to fix things, but everything will just erupt to a big fight all the time. So yeah, the divine is already guiding you that stay away from this relationship. Nothing good will come out of it. Then the last card for the advice card is the courage. So finally, this coming September, Archangel Ariel is trying to tell you to be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. So in the end, this September, you will finally find the courage to decide and to if in the past you've been trying to just put up with that toxic person because, well, it could be someone who's feeling your addiction is, you have this codependency with that person. You are not meant to be together. Destiny itself will really break you apart. And I hope you will have the courage to somehow face it and stand up for your beliefs, okay? You need to stand up for your children and not allow this person to manipulate you into keeping you from them. You should prioritize and choose your kids in the end. So next, okay. So that ends your reading. For if you ever you want a personal reading, you can visit our website, jadepearl.net. My name is Jade Pearl. So I'll be doing the tarot reading, as you can see. My reading is really quite detailed. That's why it's quite long. And also, if you have noticed, my Rider Waite cards, I put some meanings in it so that you will actually have a guide to as to what it refers to. So, yep, I hope you like this. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time for your monthly reading, Aries. And take care. Bye bye.